co-main event of the evening. Featherweight title on the line for Phil Else only. Callum Jones missed weight, so even if he wins, he won't be picking up the belt. Jones 7-1, Else 7-1. Great matchup here at Shock and Awe.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your first fighter in the cage. In the red corner, Phil Else.
Phil Else enters the cage. Fantastic record. He has fought for the Shock and Awe title before, James. Came up short on that occasion to the well-rated Jay Furness, but he's got some decent wins on his record over the likes of Nathan Beer. Was on a tear before he ran into Furness. Extremely well-rounded guy. Excellent matchup this.
Extremely well-rounded, very cerebral fighter. I mean, and his only loss comes to Jay Furness, and to be fair, it was one mistake. The fight didn't last very long, but at this level, you make one mistake and you pay for it. And yeah, he's looking to bounce back, and I think this is a great matchup between someone who's very technical, very cerebral, and someone who just likes to make it a dogged war.
Yeah, great clash of styles. Similar records. The Shock and Awe gold on the line for Else, as we mentioned. Callum Jones missing weight, so he is unable to fight for the title.
And please put your hands together for the fighter of the blue corner, Callum Little Country Jones.
Enter local favourite, Gym 01's Callum Jones. Like Else, sporting a 7-1 professional record. His only loss coming to Conrad Hayes, and that is years ago now, James.
Yeah, years ago, and I believe that was a split decision loss, or it was a very close call. He's a veteran of Shock and Awe. Callum loves to have a war, loves to just fight. He's sick of weight cutting. You know, unfortunately, I spoke to him before the event, and he said, look, this is probably going to be my last fight. I'm going out with a bang. Now, I hope that's not the case. I know the Shock and Awe fans, I know UK MMA fans will be upset to hear that news, but I know one thing, and one thing's for sure. He's going out with a bang, one way or another. He is coming here to fight.
Yeah, loves a war, riding a 4-fight win streak at the moment. He's going to have his hands full with Phil Else, but that's why this is such an intriguing matchup here. The co-main event at Shock and Awe 16.
This is a professional contest sport of a free 5-minute round and is sponsored by GM Sport. Ladies and gentlemen, this is for the Shock and Awe Featherweight Championship. Just a quick note before we go to the introductions. Callum Jones did not make weight, so he's not eligible to win the title. And in the red corner, he hails from Reading. He stands in a 5'10" and weighs in 142 pounds. He is fighting on the Gods of War and has a mixed martial arts record of 7 wins with 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the challenger, Phil Else. And please welcome his opponent fighting to the balloon corner. He hails from Portsmouth. He stands in a 5'11" and weighs in 146.9 pounds. He is fighting in the Gym 01 and has a mixed martial arts record of 7 wins with 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Callum Little Country Jones. Your referee in charge of the actions, Rich Mitchell.
Protect yourselves at all times, by my instructions at all times. Now, touch gloves, step back.
This fight is sponsored by GL Sport.
Co-main event about to get underway. Callum Jones in the red and white Venom shorts. Phil Else in the black board shorts. Going to be very interesting, and what a great tidbit from yourself, James, that he may be looking at this as last fight. I mean, what that does for his mentality in there, who knows? But as you said, he probably wants to go and leave it all out there.
Yeah, I mean, if that is the case, he's just going to let it all go. What's he got to lose? You know, at this stage, he can't win the title, so why not just go out with a bang and just throw everything at the, throw everything but the kitchen sink at Phil Else.
Yeah, and it's Jones that's looking for the takedown early doors. Else, known for having decent wrestling. A decent all-rounder, really, Else. Both these guys happy in all ranges, James.
That's what makes it such a great fight, all round. Where do you see the weaknesses? They're so pound for pound great in all those aspects.
Yeah. Now it's Phil Else looking for the takedown and gets it. Sticks the Jimmer one man on his back, up against the cage. Right next to his corner team as well. Always somewhere you want to be. Decent start for the Reading native Phil Else. Looks to pass the guard of Jones and does well to move to side. Jones looking relaxed there. Good positional control this from Else. Just keep him busy there inside control. Not landing anything major, but this is good control from the Reading man. Looks to throw a little elbow in there. Jones looks to try and regain guard here.
Else is doing very well at controlling Callum and staying busy, picking his shots and his ground and pound. Callum gets a knee to defense, and from here should look to initiate to get up.
Yeah, that crushing head control there from Else, James, it's like it's giving Jones problems.
Yeah, I think he recognised, obviously, Callum's got his knee to the fence and looking to get up. That's why he grabbed Callum's left leg. Now he's grabbing Callum's ankle and shin and knee and pulls it out.
Fantastic show of grappling thus far from Phil Else.
And that's the cerebral side of things I was talking about. Here he's picking shots. He's constantly breaking down Callum's posture. There he's controlling the wrist. Then he goes to attack the head.
Phil Else stuck to Callum Jones like glue at the moment. Some nice little elbows there from Jones, but it's all he can do at the moment. Else just crushing him against the cage, not giving him any room to operate at the moment.
Callum doing very well at stopping being taken right down to the mat, and vicious elbows as well.
Yeah, looking for that Kimura grip maybe on this side. But as you said, James, great work thus far just to get back to his feet for Callum Jones. Cheeky back elbow from Phil Else raises a smile out of Jones. Great takedown defense from Callum Jones.
Both men here exerting a lot of energy. Phil Else obviously initiating the takedowns and holding Callum down, and Callum obviously expending energy, getting up. But he's back to his feet again. Another vicious elbow.
Yeah, those elbows are finding their mark, but Else dogged and persisting to get this takedown. Jones doesn't look too rattled, James. He's certainly not getting desperate yet, and gets back to his feet again. And then Else just dumping him on his feet again. Bit of a pattern appearing now in this first round.
And now Callum switching things up. He's very unorthodox to see those strikes from the bottom.
Yeah, not huge strikes, but definitely disrupting the flow of Else.
and look for him to draw else into this sort of slobber knocker or this war of attrition and this fight.
Yeah, he's talking to him in there as Jones.
Yeah, the mind game started before the fight began, with Callum staring at his opponent, smiling, giving a cheeky grin, whereas Phil Else just stared straight at him.
Extremely interesting first round. Definitely going to go to Phil Else, but Jones doesn't look tired. Didn't let his man dominate him. Going to be interesting to see how this clash of styles plays out in the second round now. Rich Mitchell signals the fighters to get the second round underway. Nice right hand from Jones. And a left hand, he's looking to get busy here on the feet early, James. Beautiful hook, uppercut.
Yeah, he's looking to turn the tide in his second round and initiate the striking game, and those unorthodox strikes, lovely uppercuts, lovely hooks.
He's got Else hurt here. Else is covered up and nothing's coming back. Wow, what a start to round two for Jones.
Great body shot, great knee.
Else looks a little desperate here, James.
Yeah, he can't just lay against the fence and cover up.
Beautiful body shot.
Beautiful body shot.
Callum Jones has got his man on the ropes here. Referee Rich Mitchell's taking a close look, and a desperate grab of the legs for Phil Else. He looks tired, James, and hurt, but still gets a takedown. What a dogged pro, and now looks to move to mount. Wow, what a fight, and what a start to the second round for your teammate, Callum Jones. You talked about him leaving it all out there, and he really did then. Some great combinations.
I told you he wanted to make it a fight as well, and that's exactly what he did in the start of the second round. He brought it to Phil Else, but this is the cerebral side of Phil Else. Obviously, he saw he was in trouble. He knew he had to change it up. He's taking Callum to the ground. Callum can't stay here. Callum needs to get back to his feet and start the war over again.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about we talk about Phil Else looking tired, and wow, he secures another takedown, but that flurry would have undoubtedly taken it out of Callum Jones, because he threw a lot of shots there, James.
That's for sure. I mean, unless you've experienced being punched in the face, obviously it doesn't matter how fit you are, those start to take their toll, and as the fight progresses, it's almost as if they're punching the fitness out of you. I know it sounds silly, but until you've experienced it, you won't know what it feels like.
And also, Jones expending a lot of energy with the attacks himself. Else just showing what a clever professional fighter he is at the moment. In huge trouble early on in the second period, and he's just managed to shut Jones down, but is it enough time for him to recover? Has he been able to get his legs underneath him? His takedowns say he has, James. He's hit a couple doubles now, but Jones hitting that underhook hard.
I know we've seen Callum taken down several times in these 2 rounds, but he is extremely tough to not only take down, but then to hold down, which is why we're seeing him constantly get back to his feet.
Yeah, and this round, you know, is obviously a much closer affair, because although Hughes has dominated in terms of positionally, you know, we're talking about a fight here, James, and he was in absolutely huge trouble. So,
and there's the unorthodox strike, coming in there.
Yeah, he's got a long way to bring this round back for me, Phil Else. But he's doing his best to do that. Gets another takedown. Jones gives you a wink here in commentary.
I told you, and that's the mind games coming in. He's up to his feet again.
Looking for that Kimura grip on this side. Else still doggedly engaging in this grappling game. He manages to just
Phil Else
scoop
is
him out.
doing a great job here. Sorry to cut you off, of holding Callum and controlling him. Fair enough, Callum's getting back to his feet, but he's doing very well, repeatedly taking him down and just making it very hard work for him. But at the same time, Callum's taking no damage in these exchanges because of that.
Yeah, and when you've taken, you know, although damage isn't a criteria, when you're in huge trouble like he was and so many shots were landing, I mean, the judges have got to be looking at that, haven't they? I mean, Phil has just been holding position, that's it.
And we're back
Callum
to the
Jones
feet.
has nearly finished this fight, and he's looking to nearly finish it again. Brutal body shot. People say MMA fighters don't go to the body often enough. Callum Jones, a knee through the middle. Rich Mitchell's waved it off. Wow. Callum Jones, what an absolutely sensational performance here in front of his hometown crowd. What about that, James Brum? You said he was going to leave it all hanging out on the line, and he did just that.
And you know what? I hope that's not his last fight. You know, I know he hates the weight cutting, but I hope that's not his last fight. I know the Shock and Awe fans will be devastated. MMA fans in general will be just devastated to hear that's his last fight. But if it is, fair play. He did what he said he'd do, and he went out with a bang.
Just would like to wish a quick thank you to our sponsor, GL Sport. And your winner at the 4 minutes and 53 seconds of the second round by way of TKO, Callum Little Country Jones. Let's give it up here for Phil Hells.
I'm here with your winner, Callum Jones. Callum, it was a tough first round. Phil's imposed his will in the wrestling. You look really relaxed in there, though. Was that all the game plan, to just wait out that wrestling and then engage in the striking?
And I knew that first round would be tough. You look at him, he's a powerhouse. I'll press 10s, you know, I'm not like that. He's a strong man, but I knew in the second round I was felt confident, third even more. But
now, a lot of people talk about MMA fighters not going to the body enough. Some of the body shots you were thrown in the second round there were brutal. Is that something you've been working on in the gym?
no, I'll tell you the truth, I gassed in the second round trying to catch him in uppercuts. I never thought I could punch myself out, but I was close. So I realised I need to put it away, and he was taking it with the chin, so I had to drop the body. I just couldn't get it. It's tough, tough.
Now, I spoke to my co-commentator, James Brum, down there. It's been a while since we've seen you, and he said you were maybe even thinking about leaving the sport. Surely, coming back on a performance like that, that's not going to be your last one.
No, I'm done. I'm done here. I've put on some shows for the Shock and Awe. I just can't make 145 anymore. I first made it when I was 17. I'm still growing. I'm 22 now. I just can't do 145, so that's me done for a while, a long while.
Well, for the fans here and for me personally, I hope to see you back in here, because that's a sensational performance. Ladies and gentlemen, Callum Jones!